This is a demonstration of this Pi Zero based Internet of Things lamp indicator. Now I've got several web pages, which each in a different frame, that control the indicator. Now I have here, for instance, the stoplight, and I can just directly switch the color of the lamp. Up here, this talks to a web service and gets the Dow Jones average, and then it updates every 30 seconds. When it does, the color switched. Let's see, it was, green. And now I can simulate a change coming in with this by using this scroll bar. So if the Dow Jones was down 186 points, this would be red, and it would tell that to be red. If it's even lower, it gets redder. In the middle, it's more of a gray. I probably don't have this balanced real well. It should be a whitish gray. And if it's the Dow is very high, my indicator will be green. Now here I also have a little page which I can use just to set the color to almost anything in the rainbow. Let's see, that should switch to a purple. Let's make it more saturated. Here, there we go. You can see the color down here. Now every 30 seconds while I'm doing this, once in a while the color gets changed by the little app here, which is getting the Dow Jones average. This app will always respond to a change in any others. Like, see, that just changed it, and this changed as well, because it's listening to the socket it's connected to this device down here. So now if I change, for instance, here to this Detroit blue, it changes there as well. But this app, these three here, they only talk to the device and change its color. They don't know that when somebody else changes it. So this application here would be used, for instance, if you wanted to indicate the state of a contest, either a hockey game, football, or an election or something, and you can just update. If you update the score, let's see here. Oh, yeah. So now when San Francisco's ahead, it changes to a red, and then when nobody's ahead, it goes to a white or gray, and then when Detroit's ahead, let's see if I can get them ahead there, it'll go to their color. So if you had a party of some sort, you could have the color being driven based on which team's ahead or which side's ahead. Here, this is just for demonstration, and I have to input the scores manually, but you could hook it to a web service or scrape a page and get the scores and have it automatically updated. Now let me see. I'm going to disconnect the device, and you'll be able to see that, like for instance here, when I change the color, it gets reflected up there because that gets transmitted out back. If I take away the power from this guy, now when this changes, he doesn't get a notification because there is no actual successful communication going back and forth to the internet device. Here, let me show you what's inside the device. First of all, you can see currently I'm running this on the battery, and you can see that it is running wirelessly. Let's watch this. See there? Now, whoops. It changes as I change the scroll bar. Now let me show you what's inside. It just got updated automatically. Let me show you what's inside. Inside we have Pi Zero and a wireless dongle, and it looks like I have one of my wires came loose here. And we have an LED, RGB LED. these web pages can be accessed at 97.82.109.110. Now the web pages actually open up a socket at the device at an address of 192.168.1.41. And so if you go to any of these pages, it will try to operate a device that's local to the browser that you're operating. So if you build a device similar to this, it'll operate yours. And to build one similar to this, you can go to instructables.com and search for this Raspberry Pi Zero Internet of Things. Thank you. Bye.